Everyone reviewing a fragrance that I created. This is actually the first fragrance that I ever created. None of the ones I've created so far are going to come out or anything, as I've said in a couple other of these videos. One, I don't remember the exact proportion of breakdown of, exact percentage and weight and drops or whatever of each ingredient that I use. I tried to kind of keep track of that when I was going, and then I just got lost in this like haze of perfumery madness, I guess. But I do have a little bit left. Maybe I'll do a giveaway of a little bit of it at some point. And the notes in this are white grapefruit, green leaves, red fruit, pink pepper, sweet orange, clementine, smoke, Tolu Balsam, birch tar, vanilla bean, Choya Loban, Suede, mango, and guava. So I will give myself props because I think that is a pretty creative list for somebody's very first fragrance ever. But maybe I'm wrong, and like everybody experiments with stuff like that when they start creating fragrance. So this one is a little bit like another fragrance that I created, and that came after, called Fruit Punk, where it's kind of like a sort of smoky fruit punch sort of vibe, but this is more in a citrus direction. And I think the sweetness in this is actually a little bit more well-rounded. It's a little bit syrupy for me. Like there are aspects I find kind of a little nauseating about it. But there are also aspects that I like. So I feel like it has promise for this type of idea. It's like, yeah, like astringent citrus, definitely like some kind of bright green leaves, lots of like red fruit and sort of some cranberry vibes, too much of that stuff. Sort of combination sweet and fresh citrus too. A smoky undertone, but it's not actively fiery, kind of like a balsamic, Tolu Balsam. Like a soft vanilla that kind of rounds it out. The Choya Loban, that's a really, really intense ingredient that's very kind of like smoky and harsh, so I just used a tiny bit of that here. The Suede, yeah, adds this kind of like slight leathery vibe to the edges. The mango and guava I tried to be careful with because it's really, especially guava, that is so easy to get so cloying and like in a fragrance, but that I think added a little something here of like a little bit of a tropical vibe. But yeah, I don't think this is good in the sense of something like I wouldn't want to wear it. But as I said about some of the others, I do think it doesn't smell cheap. Like it could be a gross niche. Let's put it that way. Like if I smelled this from a niche brand, I don't think I would be like, what? Like maybe I would probably say it was overpriced because like most niche stuff is in some capacity, but I don't think that I would be like, how did this ever get released? It's so terrible. So for my first attempt ever, not too bad. And yeah, thanks for watching.